Since it's going to be a long drive, or about half-hour drive, you know, I might as well speak on some of the things that I've gone through for the last 5 years, 6 years, even before that. Ever since I became a business owner, where I started my own landscaping business and all the other stuff, I just wanted to share some of the feelings and the emotions that one goes through when you come from working in a factory and just knowing one way to earn a living. And when you only know one way, that's just believing that there's security there, and you believe that there's nothing will ever happen to hopefully the business that you're working for, or whatever you're working for, wherever you're working. You feel the sense of security, but in reality there's no security in anything, nothing. And ever since I started my landscaping business and all, having my own business, I've come to find out that nothing in this world is guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. So I started off landscaping. I took the jump from being working in the factory to just going out on my own. The hardest part was that I had to change my belief system, or the way I think and see things. I really had to change that. I remember the first day I quit the factory job, from being guaranteed I'll get income, steady income, to not knowing where my money is going to come from if I take the leap of starting my own landscaping business. I couldn't sleep at all. I remember that day going to bed, and all that ran through my head, my mind, was, what if I fail? What if I don't make it? That's all I thought about, was not making it and not having any money and income to support, my family. And it's scary. It is scary. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say it was all perfect and peachy and all, great. A lot of people, a lot of business owners, they don't want to talk about all those things. All they want to talk about is their success. But in reality, there's more work in between there that people don't see, that one has to go through and change that belief system of how I used to think. Growing up, you were only taught one way. Not to say that my parents were wrong or bad. It's just that's the only way they knew how to teach or taught me. So the belief system is very important. Knowing that you can do more, achieve more. And when you understand that nothing is guaranteed in life, for me, it's like gambling. I just went in and just did it. I cared. In the back of my mind, I did care if I lost and didn't make it, I failed. But in reality, the more you practice and believing that you're not going to fail, or if you do, it's going to be okay, as long as you're healthy and you're moving. life will still go, life will still go on. Having your own business, it's scary. I'm still working 90 hours, 100 hours a week. I work, it becomes a habit. It doesn't feel like it's work anymore, it feels that's normal to me. Because I remember when I first got into owning my own business, it's like, I question myself, like, why am I doing it? And there's moments on Saturdays or Fridays I felt like I wanted to go out and, not party, but hang out with friends and families. But at the same time, I had things I needed to get done because I committed myself to this lifestyle. This is just not punch in, punch out anymore. It's a way of life. It's become a way of life. That's why I think today it doesn't feel like it's work to me. To others it might seem like that's a lot of work, but to me that's my life. Because when I started the landscaping business and then I end up buying a laundromat business, it seems like it just keeps growing. It manifests. Everything that I've done. And once I got the laundromat or bought the laundromat, now it really cut my time off from doing a lot of the things, maybe spending times with family and friends on the weekend, having those luxury times, I call them. And instead of doing all those things again, I needed to close up the laundromat, I needed to vacuum the laundromat, I needed to do all those things. Because, there again, I committed. So, in business, you just have to jump in and do it. And know that that's gonna be a way of life. It's no longer gonna be, I'm gonna work here, get up at 7 and work till 3. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. For me, I wouldn't even do that. That'd be boring. So work to me, it's just, and business, that's it. That's just the way it is, the way of life. Either you accept that, or you're not meant to be in business. So that's some of the stuff that I've gone through. There's more, there's times that I felt like I ask myself, why am I in it? And there's times that you just want to cry and you just want to say, why, I should just go back to working in the factory or doing what I used to do, because it's guaranteed. There's times and moments that you feel that way. But if you can control those emotions and those feelings and learn how to recognize them and do something about them, I tend to know myself a little better. I know the business a little better. And I always tell myself too, this too shall pass. Because there's more difficult things in my life than just failing in business that I've overcome. So it's just, it depends on the way you look at things and the belief systems you've got. You got to change it. Don't think like the way you were raised. Not to say that that's a bad thing, but I was never taught business. I was never taught you go out and you trade a service for some money. So to all the ones that do want to start business and want to get out on their own, just keep grinding, keep doing it. Eventually you get to that point where you don't really care. Either you're going to fail or you're going to succeed. one or the other. I'm not there all the way there. I'm not to a point where I'd like to be at. I'm not where I'd like to be at today. And I don't think I want to be where I just want to keep growing. That's my mission, and to make things better. I don't want to just die and you just die and nobody knows you. Nobody knows what you did. Some people don't care. For me, I'd like to leave that mark. And knowing that I did my best, have no regrets. 'Cause life can be much worse. So, yeah, my rant, or my speech for today, that's what it's about. Now after my meeting, I'm always listening. Oh, these earbuds, these headphones, I'm constantly listening to audiobooks. How to get better, how to sell, why, or stuff in business. There's always something I can learn. So, all right, I'm gonna enjoy my ride now.